I'm a speech instructor at Itawamba Community College, and nothing like being a little nervous when you are speaking in front of the majority of the students that you have actually taught in public speaking. So, Dr. Allen, I'm glad they don't have a rubric in front of them to grade me.
I passed one out.
Thanks, appreciate that. But we do promise to keep this concluding at 1 o'clock, so maybe you can finish some Christmas shopping, preferably at Reed's department store, since I saw Jack Reed in the audience. But the middle college program is a powerful example of what can happen when we come together with a shared vision in our community. Today we're going to take a closer look at the program's remarkable impact, not only on the students that it serves, but also our community as a whole. You'll hear from dedicated supporters of the program, visionary leaders who helped make it a reality, and most importantly, the students whose lives have been transformed by this powerful initiative. So without further ado, let's hear official welcomes from the two leaders who committed to make this opportunity a reality from the very beginning. President of Itawamba Community College, Dr. Jay Allen, and Superintendent of the Tupelo Public School District, Dr. Rob Piku.
Allison, thank you. Again, welcome to each of you to our Belden Center, which houses career education, adult education, continuing education, and workforce opportunities. And it is just one of our 3 locations. Our original campus is in Fulton, serves as a residential hub of learning, offering primarily academics and some career education, while our commuter campus in Tupelo enables students to enroll in career education, health science, and academics, and is the location for our nationally recognized e-learning division. Today, we gather not only to enjoy great food and fellowship, but also to celebrate an incredible partnership and program that is making a meaningful impact in our community, the Middle College Program. In collaboration with Tupelo Public School District, we are honored to host many distinguished guests today, including educators, administrators, community leaders, and supporters who share our vision for empowering students and shaping the future. Your presence here speaks volumes about your commitment to education and your desire to invest in the success of our young people. Specifically, I see Stuart McMillan in the audience. Stuart was with Tupelo Public Schools and helped with the original coordination of this exciting initiative. Throughout today's luncheon, you will hear inspiring stories of success, learn about the program's achievements, and witness firsthand the transformative impact it has had on our students, their families, and our community. We hope these insights will deepen your understanding of why this program is so vital and inspire you to continue supporting initiatives that drive positive change. Now, join me in welcoming a true partner in education and our friend, Dr. Rob Piku, as we continue to work together, celebrating collaboration, innovation, and the bright futures ahead. Rob?
Well, good morning, everyone. I'm going to get this out of the way. How about the golden wave? Go wave! Greetings. Thank you, Dr. Allen, ICC team, and the entire TPSD team. And thank you to everyone for attending the luncheon today, especially our students. I want to especially thank Brittany Terrell and Mandy Miller for their day-to-day boundless support and encouragement for our students, Mr. Dobbs for providing his administrative role in the middle college, and all the wonderful teachers and admin team at the high school and the educators here at ICC who work together to make the middle college a success. 7 years we've been at this now. When it first started, Dr. Allen mentioned Mrs. McMillan. It started small, and it's amazing to what it has grown into today from our first generation. To the Tupelo Public School District Board of Trustees, thank you for your commitment to funding the middle college. Much appreciated. In addition, I want to thank Toyota for funding provided by the Toyota Wellspring that has allowed us to provide this amazing opportunity to more students, to expand the number of students who have access to this opportunity. And I see we have a number of career coaches here in the audience too. I want to thank them for their work. The intent of this luncheon is to celebrate our partnership with ICC, but also to showcase some of our amazing students. I'm very excited to hear today what our students have to say about their experiences in the middle college. Thank you and welcome to the first ever partnership luncheon between the Tupelo Public School District and the Itawamba Community College. Thank you.
Dr. Allen and Dr. Piku, thank you both for continued leadership in an ever-changing world of education and your focus and support in shaping a brighter future for education in our communities and in our state. Now we're going to welcome to the podium a current middle college student, Aubrey Smith. Aubrey is going to bring our invocation, and once the meal is blessed, feel free to help yourself to the back, to the lunch buffet in the back of the room. Once Aubrey prays, we will continue the program at noon.
Please bow your heads for a word of prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, we come before you with grateful hearts, thankful for the opportunities that you have given us. Thank you for giving us the privilege to be able to gather together as a community where we are all committed to continuing the culture of excellence. Today we want to recognize and thank this community and the ways that they have blessed Tupelo Public Schools. We are thankful for the students, educators, administrators, staff, and leaders who work tirelessly to make our schools a place of learning, growth, and inspiration. We thank you for the culture of excellence that we strive to cultivate. Help us to be persistent in our mission, gracious in our works, and open-hearted as we support each other along the way. May every step we take and decisions we make reflect the purpose that you have planned for us. Bless the efforts of this community and guide them as they work to create a brighter future for Tupelo Public Schools. In all that we do, may we honor your grace, your wisdom, and your love. Thank you for this food that we are about to receive and let it be of the nourishment of our bodies. Bless the hands that prepare this food and let there be many more blessings to come. In Jesus' name we pray, amen.
Amen. Feel free to help yourself to the back. Earlier, I am a public speaking instructor at ICC, and I've had the pleasure of teaching a majority of these students that you're going to hear from today. But through the middle college program, students are gaining an incredible head start on their educational and career journeys, blending high school and college level opportunities, all while building the skills and confidence to succeed in today's world. So we're going to take a minute to hear an encouraging story from middle college alum Jael Zuniga and her mom, Claudia Esparza.
Program between Tupelo Public School District and Itawamba Community College. This program allows Middle College at Tupelo High School is a collaborative program between Tupelo Public School District and Itawamba Community College. This program allows junior and senior high school students to simultaneously work toward their high school diploma and associate degree through dual credit courses. Middle college students can pursue their Associate of Arts degree with any major of their choice. Through grants, scholarships, and district funding, middle college students are not required to pay tuition or course material fees. The following criteria must be met to participate in middle college: be a rising high school junior, completion of Algebra 2, have an overall GPA of 3.0 or higher, ACT score of 17 in English and 19 in math. The middle college mission is to assist students in pursuing post-secondary goals through an immersive college environment by offering support structures provided by Tupelo High School and Itawamba Community College. Some of these structures include academic instructional support and school counseling services. Students gain exposure to college life, including interacting with college instructors and navigating a college campus, which can ease the transition to the university level. 60% of these students are also involved in extracurriculars at the high school. Because these students are full-time students at Itawamba Community College, they are allowed and encouraged to participate in organizations and clubs such as Student Government Association, Phi Theta Kappa, and Indian Delegation. Some of these organizations even provide opportunities for scholarships at the senior college level. Since 2019, middle college has obtained a 91% completion rate. As of 2024, Middle College has prepared 73 graduates for their post-graduation journey. Tupelo Public School District eagerly anticipates the future of its partnerships. This program thrives thanks to the incredible support from Itawamba Community College and our community. Together, let's keep progressing with unparalleled community backing.
My name is Joe Zuniga, and here's our story. I didn't have plans to attend college, but we did get a letter in the mail about Middle College, and soon after we met with my parents and Mr. Philly, which was the Middle College counselor at the time. He went over the opportunities that Middle College presented. So I decided to go ahead and why not try and do it. Mr. Philly helped me navigate the transition between high school and being in a community college. It was a very different environment, so it was nice to have someone there to go ask questions that I had either with classes, how to deal with the professors, how to get more help when I was having issues in class. He was always there to help me calm my nerves whenever I had exams or when I was overwhelmed with assignments.
During that school year, I started translating for the school district. And as I was going to different schools, it started feeling like home. It reminded me of how much I wanted to be a teacher some years ago. And I was with Haye when we met with the advisor. So the advisor just laid a plan for her for 2 years, so I knew where to go and what questions to ask. I think the college, like the door that opened the opportunity for me to work in something that I love. Going to school at the same time with my daughter, it was both sides. It was very nerve-wracking because I had never been to school in 25 years, having 25 years since I graduated from high school. But at the same time, now that she was in school, I started 2 months after she started. So she was able to help me know how to submit assignments and, keep up with technology. I was able to understand how deep you have to study, and not just study to understand, but to recall that information, to know how to apply it. So she will give me tips on how to take notes, and sometimes we get together during lunchtime and spend some time together.
With my mom, it was neat to have somebody at school that I knew and trusted, and we could spend time together. After graduating from high school and middle college, and I had started at Ole Miss in Tupelo, I was looking for an internship during my junior year, and I'd spent some months looking for one. After a couple months of trying, I went and I kept up with Mr. Philly, the middle college counselor. He got me in contact with Miss Lunsford, the career coach at the high school. A couple weeks later, I got a phone call from one of them, from Burns Izzy. So with the help of the career coach, I was able to get that first interview, and I let her know as soon as possible. I was really excited. She also not only helped me get the internship, but afterwards she helped me prepare for that interview. That was my first interview ever. So we spent a couple minutes going over some basic questions that could be asked at an interview. And it turns out she was right. Most of those questions were asked, and I was prepared on how to answer them. And I received an offer to get employed part-time while I finished school. So that was really great, and I'm working there full-time now.
After I graduated from college, I was hired a joiner. And that first month, I was nominated Newcomers Teacher of the Month. I'm very excited to work in something that I love. I love going to school every day. It's become like my second home. After being nominated Teacher of the Month, it just boosted my confidence.
I was very proud that she got such an accomplishment so soon after all the work she had been putting.
Oh, I'm so proud. Yeah, she's a good example because she started it, so I just follow her steps. So,
Jael and Claudia share a wonderful story, and I was blessed enough to have both of them in my class in 2 different periods, but they would practice their speeches on each other, and they were both fantastic students. You wish you would have a classroom full of both of them all the time. But we thank them so much for letting us just play a small role in their journey. So as you heard in the first video, more than 70 students have successfully participated in the middle college program since its creation in 2019 with a 91% completion rate. It's a testament to the many individuals and services that work daily to help these students thrive. Often this support starts at home. Parents and guardians play a role in helping middle college students navigate this transition into higher education. So join me in welcoming to the podium Liz Autry, who will bring to life the impact from a parent's perspective.
Thank you for having me here today. Both of my boys have been in the middle college program. One of them has already finished, and he is now at Mississippi State University, and one is currently in the program, right there with their long hair. That's great. And my older son, Griffin, is slick bald. They could not be more different physically, or emotionally, or anything. But academically, they're pretty on par. My boys have always been opposites though. So Griffin was born strong-willed and driven, even to the point of wanting centers set up in his playroom at home to mimic those at school. A total type A. Gray, on the other hand, if you can guess by his appearance, was compassionate and sweet, laid back and easygoing, what they call a type B. So when my husband and I heard about middle college, we knew immediately that this would be something Griffin would be interested in doing and do well. His only hesitation was that he wanted to continue in the THS marching band that met each day during fourth block. This was easy in his junior year because the program required middle college students to be enrolled in at least one class at the high school. Ms. Terrell helped him organize his schedule in 10th grade so that he could complete the courses he needed at THS before beginning the middle college program and still be involved in the band. In his senior year, though he wasn't required to return to the high school for fourth block, he chose to remain in the band, which helped him earn a scholarship to play in Mississippi State's famous Maroon Band. Even though he was busy earning his associate's degree at ICC, he was still able to enjoy the entire high school experience and attended events like homecoming, prom, and of course graduation. He even managed to pull a significant surprise on me by being the student speaker for the class of 2024 graduation, focusing his speech on his future career in astronautical engineering and using building a rocket as a metaphor for their collective educational experience. I fully believe that middle college helped him safely practice the independence he so desperately longed for throughout his childhood and helped him step out of his social comfort zone to take on such a daunting task as a graduation address. He entered Mississippi State in August of this year as what we call a sophomore and a half, taking some freshman level and some junior level classes. He chose to enter as a freshman and applied for and received enough scholarships to cover 4 full years at Mississippi State, which will allow him to pursue a double major in math and astronautical engineering, and possibly even begin his master's degree in the next 3 years. After seeing Griffin thrive in middle college, Gray also chose to take advantage of this program. Though he was always more laid back, things came easier for him. While Griffin studied and put in a lot of effort to earn all A's throughout his school career, Gray just kind of floated through, never really having to try. Because of this, we knew middle college would challenge him as he prepared to enter a university right after high school. Gray has risen to the challenges of middle college, studied hard, kept up with all of his assignments, learned the value of hard work and believing in himself, and enjoyed success in his first semester of middle college. While Ms. Terrell had made sure Gray was prepared to enter middle college by getting him through his required classes so that he could also participate in band, Gray opted to give up band this year. Being so different from Griffin, he was eager to move on from the THS campus. So he enrolled in a year-long online class of college and career readiness to meet the enrollment requirement for THS. This allows him to enjoy all of the freedom of college and fully delve into the social experience of college. He has even joined ICC Student Government Association and is learning valuable leadership skills that will serve him well as he pursues a career in the medical field. His schedule has been packed and his classes have been very rigorous. But with the support of Mrs. Miller and Mrs. Terrell, who serve as what we call middle college mamas, he has felt supported and encouraged at home and at school. They are on campus with students daily and offer constant support, so I don't have to feel like I'm sending my 16-year-old baby child on his educational journey alone. For parents who are still on the fence about middle college, I will say from a teacher's perspective that there are students in my junior and senior classes at THS who would have benefited from being involved in middle college. Your child doesn't have to be at the top of their class to take advantage of this opportunity. While there are a few academic and ACT requirements, as you heard in the video, sometimes students who have potential but have lost their love for formal education need a change in scenery or even a little more freedom to motivate them to keep them moving forward with their education. While I do think it helps the student to have an idea of what degree they want to pursue, it's not a requirement for beginning middle college. With the new career academies that students are exposed to beginning in 9th grade at THS, a lot more students will have a better idea of what career they plan to pursue. And middle college will become more appealing and a more realistic opportunity for a greater number of students. If you're unsure if your child is ready to take on a challenge such as middle college, I encourage you to talk to other middle college students, their parents, Ms. Terrell, or Ms. Miller. These two ladies are invaluable resources and know all the answers. And if they don't, they know how to find them for you. Thank you.
Thank you, Liz. And I taught Griffin and Gray both, and you're so right. Griffin, front row, right next to my podium the whole time. Gray, just a little bit farther, kind of in the middle of the class. But Gray's slogan I'll remember for his sales speech forever, because Gray, when you're hauling heavy, what do you do? Drive a Chevy. That was his sales pitch. He did a great job. But thank you for sharing your two sons with us. They are phenomenal young men. So turn your focus back to the screen as we hear from some current middle college students. And immediately following this video, we'll hear from a panel of students that will be moderated by Brittany Terrell, who is one of those middle school mamas, but her official title is Tupelo High School Middle College Counselor.
My name is Laura Waterer, and I am a senior at Tupelo High School, but also a sophomore at ICC. One word I would use to describe middle college is a challenge. Middle college has taught me so much about the college academic workload, but also learning how to balance that with my extracurricular activities at Tupelo High School. I'm a member of Tupelo High School Synergy and also the tennis team, so learning how to balance the course load and extracurriculars was definitely a challenge. Even though I don't have a decided major, middle college has taught me many things. I learned how to communicate with my instructors and build a relationship with them. Middle college has also taught me how to study at the collegiate level. In high school, I studied some, but I never had to study as hard as I do now. I learned how to balance all the studying throughout my week and how to start studying way before a test. My biggest piece of advice to anyone who's on the fence about doing middle college is to just go for it. I was so unsure right when I began, but I'm so glad I chose to do it because it's been such a great challenge and I've learned so much. Even if you don't have the rest of your life figured out or even your major, it's still a really great experience to learn how to become prepared for college.
Hello, my name is Tristan Robertson. I'm a senior at Tupelo High School and I currently attend ICC as a sophomore in biochemistry. One way I would like to describe middle college is the word community. To succeed in middle college, the best and most important thing I recommend is having a good relationship with the people around you. There's just so much you can learn from those around you, and they can really help your experience. I remember my first semester of Chem 1, it was brutal, but I was able to overcome the difficulty of our class by relying on people who were taking the class with me and others who had taken before me. There's just a lot of support coming from those who have already been in middle college for some time, and your counselors. Everybody around you is just there to help you. One of those outside resources past the classroom is instructional support, which is basically this group of students on the college campus who are there to tutor whatever class you may need help with. me, I've become a tutor myself. I tutor Chem 1, Bio 1, Chem 2, Bio 2, college algebra and trig. It's been quite fun, actually. I've tutored so many people, met so many new people. That's just one of the great things about being a middle college student. You get to have a lot of experiences you may not have at the high school. People are often worried about, I'm gonna go to school, I'm not gonna know anybody there, I'm not gonna talk to anybody there, I'm gonna be bored. But that's not the case at all. I've had so many new college friends, which I probably would have never met if I stayed at high school.
Hi, my name is Yasmin Al-Waisi, and I'm a student at Tupelo High School as well as a student at ICC major in law. One word I'd use to describe my experience in middle college would have to be well-rounded. Middle college has given me so many opportunities with working on my communication skills, academically, and just networking with fellow students, instructors, and advisors. One of the great benefits of middle college would have to be my leadership opportunities, such as running for SGA and becoming an officer for Phi Beta Kappa Honor Society. I have also had the opportunity to shadow a judge and an attorney in my field, and I wouldn't have these opportunities otherwise. My flexible schedule and my connections with my advisors, and I got to have that first-hand experience that I wouldn't have had otherwise. The great benefit of the program and the acceleration of it is the fact that I get 2 years ahead and the ability of me going to law school within 2 years. I've already began studying for my LSATs, which I'd have to take next year, and as a senior in high school, which is just an amazing opportunity.
My fourth year as the middle college counselor. My role is just to support the students with their academic, career, and personal needs. And we have 54 students, all from diverse backgrounds with different interests and abilities. And even though all 54 couldn't be here today, I do have these 6 plus a few others in the audience that are going to share their experiences with you today. So I'm just going to ask them a series of questions. But before I do that, could you all individually say your name, your grade, and your major? Starting with Bella.
Hi, my name's Bella Cochran, and I'm a pre-law student.
And she's a junior.
And I'm a junior.
Hey, my name's O'Shea Crump. I'm a senior in high school and a sophomore at ICC. My major is secondary education.
Hi, my name is Gray Austrie. I am a public health major, and I'm currently a junior at Tupelo High School and a freshman at ICC.
Hi, my name is Kaylin Fair. I am an education major, and I am a junior in high school and a freshman in college.
Hi, my name is Sam Mulaney. I'm in 11th grade, and my major is integrative marketing communications.
Hello, my name is Allison, and my major is computer engineering, and I am a senior at Tupelo High School and a sophomore at Itawamba.
All right, guys, first question. Why did you choose middle college? And so whoever can just start, and y'all just piggyback off each other.
So, like what you heard in my mom's speech, I've always really went through high school, and it's been really easy for me. And I really wanted something that would challenge me, that would have me kind of on my toes, and I think middle college is a great resource for that.
I just remember being bored in all my classes and not being motivated to go to school, and I wanted to get my education, but I just remember not enjoying my classes, so Mr. L let me know about it, and now I love learning about what I'm going to do for the rest of my life.
I've always wanted to be the youngest lawyer or the youngest educator in my class, or I wanted to show the young people that it's possible to actually be a young person and go into college and actually finish with all A's or all A's and B's, and I wanted to be an example and show them that it's possible. And being in middle college, being with her and everybody else has helped me to be an example.
Piggybacking off of that, I also knew that I wanted to do something in education, and I knew that the middle college program would give me a pretty big head start into that, so that's why I chose that.
Unlike them, I didn't quite know what I wanted to do, and having the great resources of Ms. Terrell, Ms. Miller, they kind of led me towards the pre-law degree here. And one of the great things about middle college is that I'm getting that taste of college life with the safety net of my parents
For me, it's just a little different from everybody else. I can relate to their experiences, but for me, my family's not financially stable enough to just put me through college without any kind of financial aid. So middle college is a great resource for me because it takes cover those first 2 years, and especially me trying to get my PhD, it's a big chunk out of a lot of work I got to do here.
And I'm glad you said that, Allison, because our, of the 54 students, about 30% are first-generation college students. So, yeah, I mean, just having that extra support financially and other support services are great for our students. So. Okay, second question. Describe your ICC schedule and the flexibility it offers.
For me, I travel to Fulton campus every day because of my engineering major, and they don't carry a lot of the courses that are required for my major on the ICC Tupelo campus. But I finish up pretty early on most days. I have lab for physics, which is my only lab class, and I have a decent amount of time to study, and I found a job that when they close at 6:30, I can come home and focus on my hobbies like Taekwondo, as well as studying for definitely my rigorous courses like calculus and linear algebra and physics.
I'd say that it's incredibly flexible, and I really love it because it you know, I start the day off about 8 a.m., you know, with my first class, and I'm in at latest, I end at like 12 o'clock, and it really gives me time to study and to allocate my own resources into what I need to get done, instead of kind of being cooped up in a high school where you have to sit down for an hour, and you can only do that class, and then you gotta go to the next one. And so the flexibility is really, really amazing.
I would say it's flexible because I have been running track and cross country for 5 years, and going into college, I didn't want to stop doing it. So being able to go to class at 8 o'clock and ending around 12, maybe 11 at the latest, and being able to be at 120, go to the high school at 120 and run and still do everything that I love, I would say is very flexible, and it fits your schedule, whatever you need.
First of all, let me say that sleeping in, because I don't have 8 o'clock classes every morning, is something favorite thing about college. But I'm the type of person also where I like to do my work, but I like to do it at my pace. So having some classes in the morning, getting done by 12 o'clock, and then not having to be at the high school till 1 or 1:20, I mean, it gives me that time to kind of take a minute and then maybe eat lunch and then start studying again what I want to study, what I feel like I need to study, just at my time.
I also have extracurriculars, like Lori said in the video, I'm also a part of Synergy, and I have to go to Synergy for third block, and that time in between allows like rest and just time to breathe and work on schoolwork. I've had to work on a lot of college algebra in between. It allows us just to calm down and just take it one step at a time.
And I have a similar experience. I'm in the band program at Tupelo, so that little gap is really beneficial. Let you rest, let you get something to eat before you have to be out there in the hot sun. But
How many hours a week do you work, O'Shea?
On average, I work like 25 to 30 hours a week.
I would say the vast majority of our students are in extracurricular, work a job, not as much as O'Shea. O'Shea's out there grinding every day making his money, but they manage it with the flexible schedule. They're able to get some more hours in if they need to. But the learning curve is using that time wisely, your downtime wisely, to study when you need to. So, thank you. 60% of our students, to be exact, are involved in extracurriculars, and so we kind of talked about that. Describe your involvement with ICC. Allison, let's hear from you.
From when I first started middle college, I looked around at the different opportunities they had, and they had things like STEM Club, like they mentioned in the video, Student Government Association, as well as Phi Theta Kappa. I chose to do SGA first because I wanted to get some experience in being involved in college as well as balancing my classes. And with that, we organized events on campus. We voted to have certain clubs on campus as well. And then we did we do volunteer work in the spring later in that second semester. And then that same second semester is when I had my interview for a PTK officer position, and I ended up getting it for Vice President of Leadership. And that has been transformative for me because I've been able to work with other people. I've been able to start practicing researching skills, which plays a hand in my PhD. And the last thing I've kind of gotten more involved with is the ICC Trading Post, which is a service for students in need where if they have resources they can't get, like food, shampoo, conditioner, anything like that, there's a group of students who fill the orders and they put them in lockers so students can pick them up on that.
I love that they're allowed to be involved as they want with ICC's extracurriculars, because like Allison said, like all of these are opportunities for them to write on their resume now and build their resume for scholarships later or for that four-year university. So I strongly encourage the students to be involved on ICC's campus. All right, next question. Tell us how your experience in middle college has prepared you for your future as opposed to the traditional high school experience. Talk about some of the differences in the classes you take.
So, like I said, I kind of went through high school without really trying. I've, kept a 4.0, and everything has been really, really easy for me. But I will never forget the first time I sat down to do my online chemistry work, and it was on a Saturday. I started at about 9 a.m. I sat down, I finished it, I looked up, and it was dark outside. And it really just shows how much work that you have to really put into, school and life in general, because, you can't just go through life and it be all easy all the time. And middle college has really taught me that, life is gonna be hard, and I really gotta try hard to get through it.
Well, I'm a very independent person. I don't really, I like to do things myself, but middle college has really taught me to rely on my professors and on my advisors. We have things called minute meetings where we come together, and Miss Terrell helps us keep track of our grades. I was like Gray. I kind of skated by in school. I didn't really have to study, but with this American history, I loved the class, but it was a lot to memorize, and I kind of didn't do great on my first test, so I just had to keep going with it, and eventually I got it. Miss Terrell was there being our little cheerleader, so it was really great.
In high school, it's just bell to bell, back to back, all the time. And when you go for so long, you kind of get used to the bell ringing, the teacher's telling you what assignments you have to get done. But in ICC, it's a completely different ballgame. You got to be there on class, on time. Nobody tell you to get up, get going, and then teachers don't tell you what assignments. They just tell you once, and they tell you it's done by this time, and you have to remember along the way.
You get your syllabus and you just got to read it and go, and then
Never
never say it
get
again.
it done.
One of my big things is there's no training like the real thing. It's college. It's real life college. You have to teach yourself how to study. You have to actually learn how to absorb material, and you have to be able to reciprocate that on a test. You have to learn how to study for these hard, long, big exams at the end. And one of the big things college taught me that I don't think I would have been able to learn is not only how to study, but how to manage my time. Like I said earlier, I work 25, 30 hours a week, and then I do after school rehearsal for band, so I really have time. So my transitional periods, I'm sitting, I'm studying. When I get home from work, I'm sitting, I'm studying. You really have to learn how to take advantage of every bit of your time, how to allocate every hour to a specific activity, and that's one of the biggest things I've learned.
Kaylin one time said it low-key humbled her. Those are her exact words. Okay, guys, were y'all intimidated to start middle college?
I would actually say no. I'm not sure why. I think it's because I knew that it was a great opportunity for me, and I knew how much it would add to my experience and my academic career. But one thing is I was a little nervous for was that jump in between, the difficulty between high school courses and college courses. And the hard hitter for me was chemistry. I've never in my life had to study like that, like ever.
I would say,
I'm pretty hard-headed. So my mom, she told me, she was like, "Oh, Shay, you're gonna have to study. This is college, you're gonna have to study." And I'm like, "Oh, it'll be fine." I was up for a rude awakening. Yes, I was hard-headed, and so I really wasn't nervous at all. I knew that I had Miss Terrell, and my mom was like, "I'll help you if you need help." So
I would have been terrified in high school. I don't know about y'all, but I would have been terrified to start college in
So
high
actually,
school. Y'all
I
handled
was
it
pretty
well.
confident. I was pretty confident but the biggest thing going on in the back of my head is I knew that I had a support system. I had my mom, I had Miss Terrell, and I knew I had Miss Miller even from the first day I met her when I went to that office to make my schedule.
Along with this support, oh Lord, I can't talk. This is, oh my God.
Support system.
Yeah, that. Anyways, along with that, we just have a really great community because not only are our great advisors here with the minute meetings and just the great, like, being our cheerleaders, we have this time in between classes, and most of the time we use it to study, but sometimes we just use it to, like, just chill, to decompress, because college life is hard, especially for, like, being a 16, 17, 18-year-old. It's hard. And we just sit in the middle college room and we just kind of talk, and we've grown to be this kind of community that, like, we support one another. And that's one of the reasons why I wasn't entirely scared of middle college. It was kind of awesome.
They bring each other food all the time too.
There's
always food, yeah.
I just remember when I signed up for it, before summer restarted, I was thinking this is the best decision of my life. And then I went the whole summer excited about it. And the night before college classes started, I think I texted Terrell in the band app, and I was talking to my mom like, this is the worst thing I could have done. Why? I remember going to school that next day and just seeing how many students there were and seeing my support system, where I was just like, oh, I have nothing to worry about.
Yeah. So, okay, last question, guys. Having experienced a semester or more at ICC, so what would you tell future students who are on the fence about joining?
I would say it's a great opportunity. Again, it pushes you to be where you want to be. If you already know what you want to be, I say do it, because it makes you, when you get done with the classes at ICC, you can already go to classes or at a university to do your actual major. Like, you can already go into education school or nursing school, and you don't have to do those 2 years that we do now. So I would say it's a great opportunity. I would say do it. I would also say make sure you do your work, make sure you study, because these classes are hard and they're not like high school. You don't just get to fly by. Like with them, I flew by high school and made all A's and B's, but I had to actually sit down and study and make sure I got everything memorized, I got everything I need to. So I would say study, and it's a great opportunity. Yes.
So, a lot of people think that middle college, being an academic program, is going to be the most boring thing in the world, and you're not going to be able to have time for your friends, and you're not going to be able to have time to socialize. But really, like, I think I've talked to more people during my 1 semester of middle college than I have in my 2 years of previous high school experience. Like, it's really crazy how many people you meet and how many friends you make, and how much you get to know other people, and how much you get to really, like, understand your advisors like Miss Terrell. But I'd also say that it's extremely hard and difficult, and it's not for everybody. But if you really push through you can do well, and it's pretty easy to push through whenever you have a couple of mentors on your side.
Well, unlike you guys, I really didn't know what I wanted to do for my major and all that. And I would say that middle college is a great way to find out what you want to do with your life, because it gives you that taste of college. It lets you feel that independence that you're going to feel in adulthood, and be like, you know what? I want to do this, because one of the things that I kept telling Miss Terrell is that, you know what, I just want to help people. What do I do? What do I do? And she led me down this path, like, to pre-law, and she was like, you know what, I bet you would do great here. So if you really don't know what you're gonna do with your life, it's a great way to figure it out if you have the dedication and effort that you're going to.
There's definitely plenty of support between Tupelo and ICC to ensure that all students are going to be successful. My advice would be to think about the decision well in advance. I have students come to me as young as ninth grade that have heard about middle college and they're like, hey, what do I need to do? And I'm like, I'm glad you're thinking about this now because we need to kind of adjust your schedule, make sure you have everything you're gonna need so you can be prepared. So, and I really think with our career academies coming up at the high school, the ninth graders are real, and even eighth graders are having to really think about a path and what they're wanting to do. And so that just helps with that. So that's all I have, you guys. So thank you so much. Y'all did an awesome job. Thank you, ICC, for being so great to our kids, so great to me. So that's all I have. And if you want to come back up here with comments. Did they do good? Did they make you proud?
Yeah, they made me proud. So today we've had the opportunity to see firsthand the powerful impact that this program has on our students' lives, empowering them to achieve their goals and laying the foundation for a bright future. This program is a testament to what is possible when we come together. So a special thank you to Itawamba Community College, Tupelo Public School District, and everyone who played a role in making this program the success that it is today, and of course our incredible students. But to close out, we would like to welcome back to the podium Dr. Piku, followed by Dr. Allen.
Wow, was that pretty good? You know, a lot has been made tonight about the importance of the middle college mamas. We also had a middle college dad involved too. He was sitting right there. Mr. Tyler Philly, he was involved too. So I guess mamas and daddies just supporting these students to get through something very challenging. And we've been so proud of their work. And what about our students, you know? Our partnership in the Tupelo School District and Tupelo community is rich. Our partnership with ICC, our partnership with CREATE, with CDF, just everybody in this community pitching in and figuring out ways to do something different, to do something better, to do something for a group of kids that they need. It's just unbelievable. There comes a point in every industry's history, I believe, when it must reflect on outcomes, structures of delivery, and daily practices as a result of changes in the environment and in their customers. Education is an industry. Our students are our customers. We are in the industry of preparing our students to participate as employees and leaders in other industries. We are also in the industry of fulfilling the dreams of our students and equipping them with the necessary skills to be successful in college or careers in a global and highly competitive technical environment. The Tupelo Public School District has been engaged in plans to transition, you've heard a little bit about it, to Career Academy model of educational delivery. We believe this transition to career academies will provide our students with a clearer vision of themselves in the future and better prepare them for success after high school. The Middle College is one of our 5 career academies. It was our very first career academy. For career academies in the Middle College to have the greatest possible impact on our schools and our community, we will need everyone in business, industry, and our political leaders to lean into this conversation and participate in what could be the most promising innovation to come along in education in my lifetime. I've heard more than a few times from business and industry leaders and from college leaders that our students need to be better prepared. We heard you. We are listening. But for a shift of this magnitude, everyone needs to be involved in the conversation and willing to provide internships and support. The Middle College is just the tip of the iceberg, a fusion between K-12 schools, the community colleges, and our industries are necessary to provide the type of employees that can elevate our community and the state of Mississippi to its fullest potential. I would like to encourage our legislators that are in the audience to find creative ways to fund innovations such as career academies and the Middle College. Too often when presented with innovative ideas in public education, we hear, why we can't, or we already do that. The TPSD Career Academies and partnership between the TPSD and ICC represent a different response. The TPSD ICC Middle College represents how we can. We are excited about our partnership with ICC, look forward to finding new ways to expand the partnership, and welcome everyone to learn about and be a part of career academies and this amazing opportunity that was presented to us today by our students in the middle college. Let's give one more round of applause to our great students. Thank you very much.
All right, well, I've learned a few things today. These middle college students are really just like our college students. They need a support system to be successful. They've been low-key humble a time or two in the classroom. That's not just middle college. They have to adjust to the rigor that occurs. They're focused. They like to sleep in. They are no different than a regular college student with that, for sure. And great, without a doubt, when you're hauling heavy, you need to drive a Chevy. There are times as college students when you're definitely going to be hauling heavy, so we want to do that. So I've learned I'm going to use that. My staff's going to get tired of that over this next couple of days. Let me add to middle college mom, just so you'll know, middle college students, Ms. Miller is not scared to put you in timeout as a middle college mom, so be careful. She'll do it. I think she's tried to do that to me before. I was worried that these great students, after we saw really our first class, that these great students weren't going to get involved on campus, and that's something that's a risk for ICC. You're taking some of the best and brightest from Tupelo Public Schools, you're putting them in an environment where we're not going to get them post-high school graduation. What are we going to do? We're missing out on student leaders. They're not on our campuses in the 24/7 environment that we would like, but what I have found is they are involved. So they've been in student government, Phi Theta Kappa, our International Honor Society, and students keep in mind, you can take that Phi Theta Kappa scholarship to a university in our state with as much as half tuition, really, or more, depending on which one you go to. Huge impact for you financially. They've been on the homecoming court, peer mentors. They've become student leaders for us in supporting fellow students that are high school graduates, that aren't yet being helped by students that aren't high school graduates. Tremendous opportunity. Principals and school leaders, I hope that you will see us afterwards and ask questions about how this might could work in your school system, how you could pull this off. Dr. Piku, his board, and his leadership team are willing to find the funds to pay for this outright. Not every school system will have that opportunity, but can there be a mix? Can there be a way where the parents put in part, the school system puts part? Let us brainstorm with you how we can do this and make this work for your students. Now, let me get to the comments that Tyler wrote for me before I get in trouble, as he's got his head down back there. First, Dr. Piku and his team, thank you for all of the support to make this happen, for brainstorming together, but really for bringing this idea to us and being willing to work through as we work this out. So thank you so much. Next to each of you, thank you for being here and for your interest in the middle college program. Your support and engagement means so much to the success of this initiative. It is our hope to continue to sustain this offering to high school students across our service district, and I know we hope to move it into career tech programs as well in the near future. If you were on the original planning committee for middle college, please stand and be recognized. There, y'all stand. If you're on the original, Mandy, come on, y'all. I believe we've graduated over 30 to date middle college students, with I think somewhere in the neighborhood of roughly 22 headed that direction this May. So excited about that. 22 additional. Thanks to each of you for your willingness to serve in your capacities and collaborate to make innovative offerings such as this a reality. A special thank you to our Itawamba Community College team, Tupelo Public School District, and everyone who plays a role in making this program the success it is today. And of course to our incredible students. Your determination and achievements inspires us all. As we leave here today, let's carry with us the vision of what we've built together and the possibilities that lie ahead, whether through advocacy, support, or simply sharing what you've learned today. Each of you can play a part in ensuring that the middle college program continues to grow and thrive. Thank you again for being here, and have a wonderful afternoon and a Merry Christmas.